Hey, welcome back. This is the UBC Photosoc, and today we are shooting the 3 Photographers, 3 Locations challenges. What we're doing today is we're going to be going to different locations, and each photographer gets 5 minutes to shoot with a model. You're going to see at the end how different cameras and different styles look in the end, and then you can vote on who did it best. We have 3 photographers today. This third one isn't here right now. They're going to come in later, so stay tuned for the surprise guest. My name is Brjen Rito, and today I'm shooting with the Yashica 635. It's a medium format camera, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
My name is Wendy, and I'm shooting on a Sony 6500 with a 50mm lens.
Our third photographer will be coming later, so we're going to introduce our model.
Hi, I'm Tshenolo, and I'm the model.
And we are here at the downtown Parkade. There's many of them, but this one is the one with the famous spiral staircase. So yeah, it'll be fun, and let's get to it. So who's gonna go first? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads! Oh! Oh! That's me. I'm up. So looking around, I have a rough idea, but I really like the faded red. I really like the geometrics over here, and then around here I'm gonna have some standing poses and maybe a close-up portrait, but I'm thinking about maybe 3 to 4 shots depending how I feel. Yeah, so let's go into it.
2, 1, go!
Nice casual chill pose, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like that or something like that. Good. Let's go to the next one. That's good. Count you down. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. How much time do I got left?
1 minute warning.
Oh my god. Let's go.
30 seconds.
Oh my god. You know what? As a film person, I'm gonna call it here.
Really?
Yeah, I know I can't take a good shot here in the rush.
Okay.
Okay. That was my first one.
Hi, okay, so for the first location, we're gonna shoot with the yellow doors because yellow is fun, happy, and Vancouver is rainy, sad. So we're gonna try to bring out some colors, and there's like interesting shapes here. Also, I'm a beginner, so don't judge me too harshly, please.
Go.
Okay. How much time? No! Yeah.
10 seconds.
Nice. Go for shots then. Yes, it was funny. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we just wrapped up our first location. How was it for you, Wendy?
I'm feeling very stressed. I'm sweaty now.
I'm sweating. It was hard because I went up first, so I didn't really have an exact image in mind, so I was just running around in the 5 minutes. So whatever I have is the best I got. How about you?
Same with me. I'm not as experienced as friends, so okay, even though I had like more time to like look out at like the location, I still struggled because I was like, poses, what are they? Yeah.
How was it for you, Tshenolo?
It was exhausting. I ran around this entire Parkade like 3 times.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to do it.
A trooper.
A trooper. That's what yeah.
All right, so our next location, we are going to the famous Pink Alley. It's right down there. Hey, welcome back. We're at our second location, and our surprise photographer is here. It is 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
Me!
Hi everyone, my name is Tamara. I'm one of the photographers that I'm going to be in this video. And Today I'm going to be shooting my Nikon D750 with my 50mm 1.4 lens. Okay, so for this location we have chosen the pink alley. Even though it's kind of deceiving, there's a wide variety of colors, but the nice thing is that because there are a wide variety of colors besides pink, it really complements Tshenolo's outfit, and there's a lot of room and potential for color blocking. You're first.
No, wait, no, I won!
I know, so that's your first, right?
No, I won, so I get to choose if I go first.
Oh.
I want to go last, so you two.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
No swearing.
Okay.
No.
I'm middle.
Okay, I guess I'm first. You know what? I'm gonna be the brave one. Listen, we'll set off the scene. Okay, so my visions on what I'm seeing for this alley, because there's all these different curved lines, I really want to play around with the composition in that. And because Tshenolo's pants are pink, I really want to play around with some of the color blocking.
And go.
With this curved line, I want you to go like this. Exactly like that.
So late. Oh, I want to touch you.
Can you kind of elongate it a little bit more and like kind of like. Can you actually swing the legs?
Halfway mark.
Amazing. So good.
And you're done.
Hi, I'm back. So I just wanted to shoot more with like focusing on like the doors and stuff because we have such fun little doors with cute signs and I think they're interesting.
Hey, go.
She's probably shooting on like auto. Oh, can't even control her now.
Oh my gosh. I've stopped here.
Oh my so what?
Yes, okay, yes, oh my god.
Yes!
Okay. I think I should call it off here, if that's okay. Yeah.
Alright.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think I'm gonna use this area because I really like the pink and how it like breaks off. I'm thinking about using something under the coupe because ball is life. And yeah, I'm just gonna improvise from there. I have no idea.
Start.
And have you stand here, right in the middle. I'm gonna go up here and you're just gonna be like really serious about like baller, like power, energy. Yeah. I'll face more towards this way. I'm just gonna get your lighting right now.
He's a parkour. Spider-Man.
And then it's just gonna be like pretend power walking, and I'm gonna get the scenery shot. One. Perfect. And then try doing hands on thighs, like, you know, yeah. Try turning a little this way to get more natural, like. Redo your.
Time's out.
Okay, wait, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Alright, we just finished the second round. So Tamara, newcomer, how was it doing your first round?
It was really fun. I feel like it's just like a lot of adrenaline, but Tshenolo is such an amazing model, so I feel like all the shots are just good.
How about you, Wendy?
Stressed again, but like less stressed this time. It was a lot more fun. I think like the cars interrupting us was like sort of funny, but it's fine. Yeah.
Gives you a moment to just
Yeah.
like breathe
Yeah.
and kind of recuperate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I went last this time, so I had a lot of time to like think out my shots, and I think it like came out in a creative way, so I'm glad. We are heading to our last location, which is public place. The public library.
Kind of sad, 'cause I think I know what's next.
library.
We don't need to anymore because we're outside.
Oh, I think they can still hear us speaking aloud.
So we're at our last location, which is the rooftop of the Vancouver Public Library, the main location downtown. So there's a lot of really fun arches to play around with. There's also a bunch of different areas. So we'll see how creative everyone can be.
Yeah.
One, two, three.
Okay, you go first. You wanna go? You're second.
Hi. So, third location. I want to play with some of the plants that are around the library rooftop right now because Giulio's out here wearing this lovely green dress, and I just want to add on to like the green because spring, fun, green, yeah.
Go.
Yes.
Still on my side? Or like this way?
This way. Oh my god, yeah. Yes. Nice.
5 seconds.
5 seconds? Oh.
5 seconds. And you're done.
Oh, done? Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, if I'm gonna be fully transparent with y'all, I have no idea what I want to do. There's so many different options. I'm just gonna be real. I really love the checkered floor. I think also the flowers are Wendy started. I personally also had that idea, but that's okay. We'll be creative, and I might just make Tshenolo do a little bit of cardio.
I'm okay with that.
3, 2, 1, go!
I'm just a fool for love, and you think you're too cool for love. Could it be we're all doomed in love? Maybe I'm just a fool for love. I could tell from miles, baby.
Keeping your hands kind of both
We've been
up.
making mistakes. You came in with your head.
Okay.
I didn't want to say.
Cute, amazing.
God is such a wildfire.
Okay.
Are you playing safe?
Hey yo, it's your boy Brjen Rito. We wrapping up the session. I have no idea what I'm doing, but secretly I do. So yeah, we're just gonna run around and mess around. Yeah.
Go. Run.
Hold the rail. Look down at me. 6, 1, 2, 5. Lean forward. 3, 2, 1. Good. Come down.
Nature, are you kidding?
I do it for a living.
We just have a plan.
Lean over and then play with it and fiddle, and then just look at me.
How could you?
Lean all the way back as close as you can, and try to spread your hair back, and then it's kind of going to be like a swan vibe, and then I'm going to go downwards, yeah.
Ooh, I like
43 seconds.
No problem.
You're done.
Good.
You're done. Yay.
Yeah.
So this wraps up our location at the public library. How did it go for everybody?
I can start. So for me, I had said before, I had no idea what I was doing, and I kind of was just experimenting with a lot of things. I ended up playing around with the stairs because it was really neutral and fun, and then the flowers are really, really pretty. But what about you, Brjen?
I had time to play around with my ideas, so I wanted to play a lot with framing, so I had Tshenolo stand at the top, little Princess Diaries moment, and then I brought her down, kind of going like playing with the petals, and then I had her sit down so that I'd have like a line leading towards her, and then I finished off with some flower photos because everyone was doing it, so I wanted to be the best at it. And yeah.
Rude.
Competition.
How about you, Wendy?
We'll wait and see the final images.
I'll show
Yeah.
you. We'll see the photos. Film.
And how did it go for you, Wendy?
I think this was honestly such a nice location. We had a bunch to work with, and I really liked it. Yeah, it was nice. It was safe. I felt comfortable.
How about you, Tshenolo? With everyone.
I'm hungry. No, but honestly, it was so much fun being like the muse. For once to be able to put my camera away and just like, like be the one taking, have somebody else take photos of me. So yeah, that's how I feel.
Okay, but like, who did it best?
I don't pick favorites. I did.
So now for the photo reveal. Hey everyone, so it's been a week since our shoot and now we are all back in the studio with our edited images. So we're going to take turns going through the pictures, talking about our experience, and then everyone can just comment, critique, start beef.
So my first image is I chose setting up Tshenolo hanging from like the support beams of the parking lot.
That is insane.
Oh dude, like the composition is so good. And I saw it in real life too, so I saw how fast it took for this nice of a picture. I love it.
What I love about this is it's so unique because I feel when people go to that spiral, they always take a picture of the blue spiral and they don't really consider everything around it. But the leading lines are so sick and I love how neutral it is.
I guess we're gonna go on to Wendy.
Talk through
Ooh,
your image.
come on.
Go on.
My lord.
So I did the basic picture with like the spiral, but then I really like this picture because like, I don't know, it's moody. It's giving like, I love the eyes in it and I like really love taking portraits because of like people and like eyes and like stories. I feel like this one tells a lot of stories. And I love like Tshenolo's like gem, like the eye makeup is so good because it just like emphasizes like the eyes so much more.
And again, I think it's nice because it's refreshing since it's not using all of the blue, but it's using the curve to a fun advantage.
Sure. But what I really like is that the movement and the flow with it. So it starts on the right side and it opens up. You have the open sleeve, so it kind of like opens up from right to left with the railing leading you off the screen into the blur. The main focus is what I really like is on the braids. The braids are like is the most detailed and have the most punctured, especially with the eye details.
Oh, that's so good, Wendy. So good. You guys did such a good job.
Thank you.
So cool.
It's funny because it's a Vancouver known location,
Yeah.
but we didn't use like the main parts of it. We're like, we're not gonna do this final today.
Yeah, but it just shows how creative you guys both are as photographers. Okay, let's jump into the pink alley.
All right. So for this one, when I walked around, I like saw the dumpster and like the basketball hoop, and I was like, oh, I want to really use those because like no one wants to touch a dumpster. It's so icky. But then I also love like those are like the elements of the alley because like when I think of the colorful alley, like they painted all over it, but I wanted to keep the aspects of the alley so that you'd know it's in an alley. So I had Tshenolo like sit on the dumpster, acting all cool, a little Fresh Prince vibe, and then just giving us looks for days. I wanted to have the purple because the pants were a strong feature in this outfit, so I wanted to highlight that here.
No, this one is so sick. I love the contrast between the gray where it's so neutral, the purple where it's so vibrant, and then the blue like dumpster is kind of what bridges it together. But also having Tshenolo, I don't know if this was intentional, but having Tshenolo's head here with the purple, it's like a sub-framing so that it allows the eye to gravitate towards something.
Definitely intentional.
Obviously.
Of course. That's yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So good. Wendy.
Oh no, like Brjen just does so well with like leading lines. I don't know how he does it. I hate him.
I don't know. Did you think about the lines or did it work out?
Yeah, the lines were the hardest part for me because when I do composition shots, I always think of the lines because when I do medium format, I either do in 6x6, which is perfect squares, or 6x7, which is like the longer ones. But when I look down at the box, I try to look at all the lines. And then when I was framing the shot, my biggest question was like, do I want the line separating the gray and the purple to be like lining up with the edge of the dumpster right there behind your back? And then when I lined it up, I was like, oh, it's kind of distracting.
Yeah.
So I kind of shifted over a little bit for sure.
Yeah. Oh, this one is so good. And also just the fact that you continually shoot all of these with film and you use the same time constraint as us.
Yeah.
Like no handicap time, guys. Like is so impressive.
Thank you. It's a large hit or miss, and I'm just glad that this hit.
Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Oh.
I hate you.
Talk us through the image. This one is so good.
Okay, I really struggled with this location. I think if you watch back with the video, you can see how stressed I was because I was like, oh my god, I literally have no ideas. But then Tshenolo was such a good model, and did this pose out of nowhere, and like I just caught it out of luck. Like I can't even like say it's out of luck. I did nothing, honestly. But,
I
like,
remember when I was, posing for this, and I kind of sat into it, and I really appreciate that you were like gassing me up, and it made the photo that much better.
But it really shows the difference communication of photographers and models makes for each other with the energy.
For sure.
Yeah, the color here is great. Like you said, the pink like separates just the orange like wall.
Yeah.
And as a portrait person, the eyes are my everything. And in this shot, you actually have like the eye detailings like lighting up, but then you can actually see the pupils, which is great, which is my favorite.
Yeah, and I love how you shot this with a really shallow f-stop to where Tshenolo's right arm is a little bit blurred, because then again, it really accentuates the face. And your incredible makeup!
Nice.
Okay, I'll show you mine. So I was kind of the same as Wendy, where I felt the pink alley wasn't my strong suit. It definitely was a challenge to figure out what I wanted to do. So fingers crossed.
Ooh, yes!
Yeah. So when I was thinking about what I wanted to do when I was scoping out the alley, I think Wendy and I felt the same about the texture. The orange wall was just, again, it was a nice difference from the pink, but I really like the texture of the wall. And then I just got used to, the classic hand blur. But somehow it seemed to come in clutch that your face is right between your index finger and your thumb. And
one of the hardest parts for me is like choosing when the model should look on and off.
Right.
And I think it plays well really here because it's literally telling like, yo, stop what you're doing, something happened. I can't do it right now. And in the framing of like the textured wall behind this image, like the highlights on each of the lines, it's only around Tshenolo, so like at the very top it's shaded, so it's kind of like framing them in this.
I didn't even notice with the highlights of almost a halo.
Yeah, it looks like, it's a glow.
It's nice to see what other people think, but you don't even think it yourself. I mean, obviously intentional, of course.
Obviously intentional.
Obviously.
We had a whole lighting setup.
Okay, so the final location.
Stop it.
You stop. Okay.
Stop it!
The final location was the Vancouver Public Library, and we went on the top floor patio garden. It's now open. It's been open for a while. Check it out. And so the funny thing about this image is that I had so many ideas in mind. I wanted to play with like leading lines and positioning and colors and flowers. But I like this photo the best, and this photo was the last shot on the roll when Tamara's like, you got 10 seconds left, and I was like, okay, go. And then it just turned out the best because I think it really captures like what I want in an image in like a high rise. Like you can see the stuff in the back, and then like, when you're on the top like high floors, you're just like powerful, and I think that it really emanates through this. Of course, as a portrait person, I wish I had more lighting on the face, but still I think it was my favorite for this one.
Something that I talk about a lot in my portraits is the importance of like curled fingers to add that daintiness, but also just not look like a fisting club thing.
Yeah.
So it also just accentuates a really pretty mag here. But I just love this pose.
Yes! Yes!
Stop.
Yes!
This is so good.
Thank you. For this picture, I did a lot of editing. I like played around a lot with editing. So if I'm not gonna tell anybody what it is because I don't want to like expose myself. Just don't look too closely at things. But no. But like I did try to add some like sun light rays, I guess. If you look at this like picture, like just the raw image, it was like flat gray. So I just decided, if I added a little bit of like glow to it, maybe it would give it a little bit more oomph, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, here's the picture.
I am such a fan of the fact that my face is kind of framed with, the green leaves and like the flowers right on the top. I think it's reminiscent of spring. It feels like springtime.
Yeah.
And it also just continues down with your outfit because the green, it pairs quite similarly, honestly.
Yeah.
And I love how you, with the hands, so then you're able to see Tshenolo Springs.
For sure.
Which I think were brands, right?
They were brands.
It's literally on the frame.
This is beautiful.
I really like the openness of the top of the hedge because it kind of acts as like the sort of like the natural spacing and like sort of like the halo effect. It kind of curves at the top, so it brings you down. Like just because it's open, it feels like the sides are more curvature and it's like around them more.
And it just happens that all the rhododendrons are also near Tshenolo's head, so.
Yeah.
He edited.
Really? Guys, stop!
No, these are fucking cool.
You're
Stop.
Yeah.
She really is the
Sponsor
Photoshop
me.
master.
Yes.
Like this
Adobe.
video if you want an editing video by Miss Wendy.
She refuses to use Lightroom. She's Photoshop only.
Don't expect
That's when you know you're next level.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
Truly. Amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah! Okay, this one is my favorite one that I
Oh.
took. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gagging.
Yeah, so with this one, if you guys saw in the clip, something that I love to do is using nature in the foreground. So on the bottom left, you'll see I actually took one of the flowers on the ground.
Oh, you broke it?
No! Unlike Brjen, who literally broke off a rhododendron, I was so sad. So I took one on the ground, using nature that already fell off, to frame Tshenolo, because then it brings the colors all together and it's not just only colors in the back.
For sure.
So you can gas me up if you want. Or just tell me your thoughts,
I really like the last image, the natural separation, but here you get more glass, so you get more of that nature versus like city. The leading lines, of course, point down towards them, and then there's a lot of, did you add the rhodos or the flowers on top?
No, I'm not an editing queen or like a Photoshop master like Wendy.
But I really like the flow of the overall image, like the braids go left and right, and it's like kind of trickling a waterfall, like reminiscent of nature.
And something that wasn't, of course, intentional, but like I think the flowers, they have like that pinky, almost red undertone, and you know it leads down to the green leaves. And in this photo, my hands are above me, kind of like with the red popping, the red and the pink popping on the top, and like the green down below. I think that's once again top tier photography.
But also I need to shout Tshenolo out because this was when we only had, I think, 30 seconds to take these pictures, and I made Tshenolo go into a deep squat.
Literally.
And I felt so bad. And they were like, Tamara, hurry up!
That's a thick because of this.
But you still look so calm and at ease.
That was my
I made
biggest.
you go hell and back.
That was my biggest worry, that the strain, you'd notice it on my face. So,
Oh!
like, yeah, this was. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment, subscribe, like, and let us know which photos you liked best. And if you have any other video recommendations, put them down in the comments.
I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill it. Kill it. Yeah. Smells like pea and chicken.
No.
Anyways, yeah.
Top of the Vancouver Public Library.
Library.
Like the library.